So I'm headed up to Bartow, Florida in a badass Thanksgiving road trip with my cousins, and I go to charge my Galaxy S20 Plus with a car charger. And what do you know it? My phone's unable to charge due to foreign material detected in the charger port. Wow, who would have seen that coming? Mind you, I'm using an Apple USB-C cable, so it probably took a little revenge on my Android. No matter, it's not like this hasn't happened S20 plus times before. Long story short, the entire road trip I was in agonizing boredom over not being able to edit videos directly from my phone. And, actually having to interact with my fellow human being. My solution? I whip out my phone and search for another one. I was extremely reluctant for this upgrade, seeing as though the Galaxy S20 lineup was the last to have expandable storage. To me, that's what made Android. What, you don't like how ugly the Galaxy icons look? You have the power to change it. You don't like how every rapper sounds exactly the same? Download my dubstep tracks and save them to your SD card. Shameless plug. I also didn't want to upgrade because the Galaxy S24 lineup is on its way in a few months, so I can Bengali bargain my way into a slightly older device I now have called the Galaxy S23 Plus. 5G and a half. Stupid ass. Now the actual comparison. Why does it always feel like I'm missing something from the previous upgrade? I can't be the only one to say that. I mean, where's the idiot who came up with the in-glass fingerprint sensor? They're so unreliable in the most crucial of moments. When you're hauling ass at 60 miles per hour while texting a cougar, while watching My Little Pony parodies, while on the phone with my plug, and you have to unlock your device at that very moment? Every capacitive finger schnitzel sensor before my S20 was literally blink and you'll miss it. In the S23 Plus's case, I miss having expandable storage, so I had to opt for the 512GB variant just to compensate. Wasn't it wonderful getting scammed from Temu or AliExpress for a fake 1TB SD card? Possibilities were endless, I say! Until you fill it up to like 100 gigs and your precious memories suddenly become inaccessible. Also, the S20 Plus gave you a choice between a 2K display at 60Hz or 1080 at 120Hz. The S23 Plus just gives you the second option. Neither of which do I currently enjoy because my cheap ass is always on power save mode, which dials you down to 60 FPS. That bought me 2 days of battery life on both Galaxy devices. Well, that is until my piece of shit charger port decided to have an affair with an Apple cable. I shit you not, I could smell magic smoke after trying to force charge it. Allahu Akbar! All in all, these phones are so fast, you really can't tell much of a difference. I think we can all agree that we hit the peak in the rate of diminishing returns. This means that even though the UFS 4 storage chip inside is supposed to consume half the power with twice the performance, I honest to God got zero pleasure in the upgrade. At least being a cheap-ass Asian meant that I snagged a hell of a deal on OfferUp. That's right, I got an S23 plus 512GB for 350 bones. It's literally a third to a quarter of the price of any other reputable retailer at the time of recording this. Okay, what's the verdict on this, you may ask? I say it boils down to a price to performance ratio, so if you need the extra performance and you can close a good deal on it, go for it. If you aren't a power user like myself and just need a solid day-to-day device that'll hold up, stay where you're at. It's also worth mentioning that the S20 Plus had 12 gigs of RAM while the 23 Plus has 8. Most phones don't even have that in this day and age. But even with my super secret 200 Chrome tabs of hentai open, the S23 somehow manages to use less RAM overall. I'm struggling to use over 6 at a time, while the S20 would draw nearly 8 gigs at a time. Oh yeah, and one less camera. Seriously, they might as well use Chinese phones with fake cameras inside because the image quality on both looks exactly the same, and the S20 Plus was thinner and taller. So again, was it worth the upgrade? Yes! True gem of this is revealed through editing the video you see here. It can preview multiple 4K 60fps videos at the same time without a single hiccup. My desktop Ryzen 7 with scam video graphics acceleration can't even achieve that. That's embarrassing. If you're really trying to nitpick or look for dumbass excuses just to get the upgrade, these speakers pack a bit more bass and is louder without distorting the audio. Anyone else feel like the S20 lineup had indistinguishable vibrations? I've missed so many important notifications, cougars included, that I always have to have the volume up. I got so paranoid about checking my phone, I remember mistaking slight muscle spasms in my leg to be the Z-axis vibration. They definitely improved that on this device.